Yeah,
I'm going
used
out,
to
and I
call
actually was
people
saying,
like
I'm gonna
her,
help
they
her
gave them the
coach.
rat
I talked to her,
award at
she's
the
nervous.
end of the day. Because they'd be like,
But Morgan didn't have the form today for me to sign.
when you're short,
Isn't it
boxed out, you got the rebound and you put it back in.
Right, that's right.
And I
And I have one from my
Right.
son for
What
basketball.
position?
The same one. Same one? Same one for, no, Laura.
So she needs
basketball.
to, and I got it in.
She already had
Would
it in volleyball.
anticipate somebody.
So I have the other,
taking
you have it,
the
can you email it?
outside of the
Yeah, I have
backboard.
that. If you send it, well, wouldn't you have that from the?
One more minute.
Now,
starting.
to read that,
Okay.
you don't-
All right, then you just send it to me and I'll email it to you.
Rebound.
Folks, we're on tape.
That's just gonna rebound over
Just
here.
saying.
A high arc is a high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have loved to.
You want me to pretend to be nice?
You would have gotten
Huh?
after
You want me to pretend to be nice?
it.
Yes. That would be
You
lovely.
did.
No.
Really, really not know what
Foul
to.
No, actually, I
happening.
didn't fall out. I was
I
good.
think you had a fever, yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Jan.
Well, you take some.
Refrigerator. Does she need two?
Rolling out.
She has two? All right, well, I'll look for another one.
Board team, a board superintendent team.
20 seconds.
Except I think I,
C-H-A-Y-N-C.
You got 3 seconds. I see 15.
15. No, I said 20 seconds.
Oh, I said 3
Watch
seconds.
the seconds.
Three,
She got an award.
two.
What's the publicity?
Okay.
I would like to ask the award-winning Laura Noseworthy to please say the pledge, please.
Let's sing it.
Let her out.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Would you like to say a few words about your award, Laura?
I think I sent it.
I had a pleasure of going to Concord last night, and I was our award volunteer recipient for the Spirit of New Hampshire Awards. It's even signed by the governor.
Ooh.
So it was pretty cool. It was very moving and touching. They actually give out, Robocon got the, I can't remember now exactly what it's called, but they're a big group. They're ex-veterans and stuff like that. They go around and handle disasters in the United States and outside of the country also. So they got the big award for that. And then the lady that won the Spirit of New Hampshire Award, she was actually is a hospice volunteer. So, and she had many hours underneath her belt this year sitting with people that were dying and that. So it was very moving. So.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And anyone can get an award. Just sort of nominate them, honestly. I think you nominate them.
Public comments? Larry?
I have a thermometer that gives the wind chill as well as the temperature. I'm not happy.
How are we?
Anybody else? Moving on.
Matt.
Public minutes for October 24th.
All right, I'll make a motion to accept the public minutes of October 24th with corrections that have already been sent to Tammy.
Do I have a second?
I second.
Oh, she got it. It's okay.
Melissa?
Aye.
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 Oh, Melissa was excused, I'm sorry.
Oh,
Okay, sure. I'll withdraw it.
Okay, just you
Christine.
stayed, I'm sorry. Same thing for October 24th, non-public?
I'll make a motion to approve the non-public for October 24th with corrections that have already been sent to Tammy.
Second?
I'll second.
Paul?
Make a motion.
Paul? Aye.
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 All right, October 23rd, public minutes.
I will make a motion to accept the October 23rd public minutes with corrections that have been sent to Tammy.
I will second.
Laura, I'm sorry, Melissa, now you can, aye.
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 Yeah, okay, 5-0, okay. Moving on.
Wow.
I think that we're non-public, which I didn't lose anything. October 17th, public minutes.
I'll make a motion to accept the October 17th public minutes with corrections that have been sent to Tammy.
I will second.
Melissa?
Aye.
Yeah, aye.
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 Okay. All right. Non-public for October 17th?
What? Oh,
Wednesday?
sorry.
It's all right.
I don't have anything. I will make a motion to accept the non-public for October 17th with corrections sent to Tammy.
I will second.
Aye.
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 All right, that's done with that minutes. Superintendent's report?
I'd like to commend the staff, the administration, the school board, and Nate for having come up with all the statistics. As far as the school is concerned, I think the whole work that we did as far as the school funds and the school budget, we met again last night. Two of the members of the committee are here, and the committee was superb. And I thought their lens was very good in bringing out some important things. So it not only helped us in terms of this year, but long in terms of trying to plan for next year as well. So I thought that went extraordinarily well. I'm going to combine my report and Jan's report, high school principal here. I would like to commend her on the assembly that we had this past week. One of the things of note, as some of you have pointed out, is how well our students were and how well they performed and how well they behaved. They were extraordinary, and I was very impressed with them in terms of how they performed and how they behaved throughout. Jan, can you speak a little bit about it?
So the Veterans Day Assembly, we had veterans there from all 4 branches of the service. We also had the Ancient Order Hibernians pipe and drum band who escorted them in playing, as well as played a medley of all of the songs for the services. Our band did an excellent job of playing the national anthem and ended it with an echo of taps with Matthew Steer and then Miss Mishu. So all in all, it was we had, again, members of each branch of the service give a quick speech to the students about their service. So it was very well done.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Yeah, I was there. It was very well done. So, thank you for inviting me.
That's it? Moving on to 5, administration, financial reports.
We've had enough numbers.
You guys not cross-eyed with numbers yet?
I didn't have any questions.
I know.
I do have a comment about the monthly operating expense. Hope you all looked at page 22 of 22.
I don't know.
Everything has been encumbered. Anything that's not encumbered, all we have is, that might change. We only have $668,644.26 left for the rest of the year. That number may change. Go ahead, Nate.
To add to that, it will change. The expense lines for the health insurance are a little screwy right now, and I do believe they will go down, which is good for us. And just to give perspective, last year at this time, the fund balance, remaining amount was only $257,000. So it's low, but it's been worse.
It's been worse.
Yeah.
I feel more comfortable with that. Okay, anybody else have any comments about the operating budget? Monthly revenue report? Anybody? This is too easy. Monthly grant report? Peg?
Do I dare ask this, Nate?
We started the conversation. I am in hopes that next month there'll be something there.
Okay, good, thank you. This is the DHHS grant.
Okay.
Thank you, Nate.
We also, page 48, treasurer's report. I need a motion to accept it in a second.
Need a motion?
Second.
Do you have any questions or anything? Melissa?
Aye.
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 Okay, it's votes. All right, moving on. Cash reconciliation, for, what month is that one for?
September?
September?
Yeah.
Oh, up the top, I see 9:30, sorry, I lost track. Any questions? No. Food service operating costs for September 2018, page 52.
I have questions.
Go right ahead. You're up.
So I'm just wondering if the food sales are down for the budget, then why are we spending more of the budget for in the amount of food? So what we're making at the top, their sales, what they budget is down, but the food used amount is up over what we budgeted is my question.
Okay. It's a good question. I don't have an answer for that.
And then also labor, why is that over the budgeted amount?
Okay.
Nope.
I'll look into those and get back to you.
And then my other question is on the bottom, equipment rental. Do you know what they're renting for $300?
No. Every month I have to reconcile this,
Mm-hmm.
and I haven't gotten their documents yet, so I
Okay.
can't answer anything yet.
That's fine.
I do have a question, good question, Laura, on labor, but isn't that part of the contract? Our total contract, the labor?
Yeah.
So if it is up, we wouldn't be paying it, would we?
No, there's. I can't see any reason why it would be up, but I can't
We
talk
make
to it right
cuts.
now because I don't have
Okay.
the documents, supporting documents to really
Okay.
analyze it.
Oh, I have one more question, sorry.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Special functions on the top, do you know what that was for?
Yeah, that's for the orientation beginning of the year.
Okay, for the teachers back to
Yep.
school. Okay.
Yep, I'm sorry, go ahead, Melvin.
Yeah, Nate, why are we paying for a background check if they're their employees and not ours? I mean, it's not a lot of money, but it's, you would think that that would fall under their employment contract.
I'll get clarification on that too.
Thank you.
Thank you, Melissa. You all set with page 52 and 53? Moving on to 54 and 55 is our activity statement report from the school district. Set?
I just have questions on the
Go right
page
ahead.
55. The vending, what does that money actually go towards?
We use some of it for professional development. Staff need to go to something they've already used another. We use some of it for awards for students. So it's kind of a
And-
fill
Okay.
in the gaps.
And then your guys' Jean Day, what do you guys use your money for that?
Those are scholarships.
Okay, so it goes towards.
For student scholarships.
Oh, awesome. Thank you.
Okay, that's it for financial? I have one more financial, it's up to the board. I think we're gonna have to reapprove the operating budget, proposed budget for next year, and the default budget, because there was changes and we hadn't done it yet.
I will make a motion to approve both.
No, let's
just wanna-
put a dollar figure.
Okay. The operating budget
Do we have, make sure we have the right figure,
for
because it changed last night. I think it's right there in it.
$10,497,009.66.
Is that correct?
Yes.
Peg made that. Do I have a second?
Second.
Paul, do I have any discussion? Melissa?
Aye.
Chocolate's good.
Aye.
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 So it's okay. Passed. Now let's go to the default budget.
I will make a motion to approve our FY20 default budget for $10,421,276.91.
I'll second that.
Laura, do we have any discussion?
What is the difference between the two? That's my only question.
The difference is $75,732.75.
It's better than it was.
Melissa?
Aye.
Aye.
That's good.
Approved. Well, thank you.
If I can just make a comment on the proposed budget.
Of course.
After the school board left last evening, David Carpus looked up inflation rate. And for 2017, it was 2.1%, and the projected for 2018 is 2.3%. And we are looking at a 2.21% increase,
Correct.
which he basically said was falling right in the middle of the actual inflation rate. So,
Which is good.
yeah, which he said was very
You
good.
did good work.
So,
has a question.
Oh, I'm sorry, Larry.
Just to reemphasize, David also said that he was using the national inflation rate as opposed to the Boston Metro rate, which has a considerable impact on us. And there are those who think that the market basket way of computing the index of inflation is skewed, and that our costs are actually higher, which will be reflected more in the increase from Eversource than a 2.1 national index.
Okay.
I agree.
so it's higher.
Sorry, okay, all right. All right, B, principal reports?
Great, I just wanted to highlight some of the professional development work that we're doing this year. Last year, we really looked at overall school discipline and management. This year, we're looking more inside the classroom, so what classroom management skills can we help the teachers with, as well as some instruction practices. So every month, we're going over a section of Frank Jones' Tools for Teaching. He also has a lot of videos online. So he does it with a sense of humor, but he's very to the point about expectations, consistent expectations, how to use proximity, how to use looks. People eventually get to how to use bribery, but when it's appropriate, when it's not, that sort of thing. So we're working on some of those techniques. We're also going through a book read, Fostering Resilient Learners, Strategies for Creating a Trauma-Sensitive Classroom. So that goes through, the first chapter went through the ACEs research of trauma in students and the effect on them in classrooms. We just yesterday worked through chapter 7. Part of it is talking about self-care for the staff as well, but then also it highlights having, again, high expectations for students, that if we let them out of an assignment or we let them off the hook for something, the message we're giving them is that we don't think they can do it. So that's just to give students, it's, we know you can do this and here's how we can help. So it goes through, again, different techniques. So it gives a lot of different stories, that sort of thing that they can relate to. And then we're also working on curriculum unit templates. The one that they used in the past were quite complex and could take them up to 6 hours to complete for a single unit. So we went through what the basic requirements are for a unit template. As a staff, back in October, they then designed one that would hit every section that we need, and then we're having them about once a month complete a unit template for like the unit they just did. Many were able to do it in less than an hour, some it took an hour and a half. So hopefully the goal is by the end of the year to have at least 8 of them done, and then they could go back and look at their year at a glance and revise it if necessary. So at least for one course for the year, they would have their unit templates done. So that's kind of the goal for that. Any questions on our PD work?
Anybody have any questions for Jan? Questions on anything else?
Okay, so I shared the October newsletter with you. We've been linking it on the website. Right now we don't have a website, but it's back up. We'll be linking on them again. I also included the college visits. We did have Lakes Region last week, so they've all now been to the school. One thing I wanted to share with you, Buddy Punch. So Mr. Joulet's been trying to figure out how does he know when our kids arrive at their internship site and when they leave, and are they really there? So Buddy Punch is something that a lot of businesses use, but it's a platform, it's an app that students can download on their phone, When they get to the intern site, they basically just punch in like they were punching into a clock, and it gives him a GPS location, so he'll know, yep, they're at the internship site. When they're ready to leave, they punch out basically, and again, he'll see the GPS location. So he'll be able to see what time they got there, and yes, they were there, what time they left. It does no tracking in between, like, so if they're someplace else, he can't track where they are. It's only when they punch in, it will give him a time and a location. So I told him to go ahead and get that. The permission slip for parents will include a description of it, and that it's not a tracking device, it's simply a way to punch in. So yes, I know that the child is actually at the internship site. So I just wanted to show that.
Is there a cost to it?
Yes, he does have money in his software.
Okay.
Yeah, just a quick question. When's the website coming back up?
Oh, December 1st, we're hoping?
We're shooting for December 1st, yeah.
Do we have no control over what's on the page? Because I guess if you go on there now, that shows like a van for sale or something.
Right.
The bus for sale. Can we put like just the school calendar on there?
Yeah, she had already asked me to do that, and I put a note to do that, yeah.
Okay. Just if something, so
Yeah,
you can kind
yeah,
of
no
look at
problem.
the schedule for
Yeah.
the holidays and stuff. So what's
Yeah.
going on? I think that's all.
Oh, Jan, just, and it's something minor, Revere College did change to Revere University a few years ago. And I only know that because I graduated and they changed the name afterwards.
They didn't want to associate it with you anymore.
Apparently, you know, they graduated from there, yeah.
They're still there.
They did, but they changed from a college to a university about 4 or 5 years ago, so, yeah, they don't want to be associated with Melissa Brown anymore.
Our Granite State Challenge team, unless there's more questions on Buddy Fund?
No, go ahead.
All right, so again, we'll sign off on it before we would have the students do it too. Granite State Challenge, they've been practicing every day. So their first meet is the 18th, and then that will decide whether they're in the competition or not.
Wonderful.
Do you have their names? Can we know their names? Oh, it's okay.
I can get those from Mr. Quaz, the coach.
Oh, that's okay. I think that's a big deal for them to.
It is. Then I have a few other things that came up.
Yeah, go ahead.
We've been trying to schedule a time for Judge Broderick to come. I don't know if you're familiar with him, the former state Supreme Court justice. He talks a lot about mental health and the issues that his family went through. We don't want to do an evening event because we don't usually get a lot, but we feel like it's more geared towards 8 to 12. We have spoken to the schools before, but we're not sure for 6th and 7th graders. So right now we have it scheduled for December 13th at 10:30. You're all invited as well. We're also going to let town people know, the police department, fire department, that sort of thing, so that they can attend as well. We will also open it up to parents. There's parents who can come at 10:30. But I can send you an extra invite for that.
Now, what was the subject going to be on?
Pardon me?
What was the subject going to be again, mental health?
So he talks about his experience with mental illness with his son, and that how his son had a substance abuse problem, but was more self-medicating for mental illness, and how to be aware of what mental illness can look like, even with younger people, not just adults, so they can hopefully get treatment.
You know, if you get some stuff, maybe you can put it on our Milton home and our Milton. You know,
Yeah, I
there's
can
the
post it
two,
for you.
there's the two websites.
Yep.
There's the two things, the news that they have less as, and the other one, the our Milton home,
Yeah.
Mrs. Wing has.
There's 5 sites actually.
Oh, that,
Maybe
see,
6
see
now.
that? Here is the one here, she knows.
All right. National Honor Society induction is tomorrow night, so you guys are welcome to come since you don't have a budget meeting anymore. You might want a night off, so that's okay.
What time is it?
6 o'clock. Cafeteria.
Sorry, go ahead. Sorry. Do you have anything else? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Jan, how many students are being inducted this year?
5. We'll have, 4 seniors giving the speeches on leadership, character, service, and citizenship. That'd be good as well. And we're hoping to get done and out of there before the snow starts flying. It's not supposed to start until 10 o'clock now, so. The state has also requested us again this year to take the youth risk behavior survey. So with your permission, again, we would send a permission slip to parents where they could opt out if we give them examples of the types of questions that are asked. that they can opt out if they don't want their child to take it. The data, it's an every 2-year survey, and the data is useful to us and our substance abuse counselor for trends within our community.
Do you need a motion from us?
I don't know that you did 2 years ago, but
I'll make a motion that we
if
do
you would
it.
like a motion to let us give the survey with, again, a permission slip to
Yeah.
parents where they can opt out.
Do I have a second?
Oh, second.
Well, LP. Troy.
Aye.
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 Aye. Aye.
Okay. All right. Everything else? That's it? Okay.
I have a question for
Thank
you.
you, Jane.
Oh, okay.
No, bye.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Our internship programs, I know Easton, was it Easton Boats had offered? And then the lumber mill. How many more do we have? Do we have
Other sites?
internships for our students?
I couldn't give you every site. I know there's one that's in plumbing. I know there's one that's at a church. I don't know the rest of them. I've signed some, there's several that are in school. So there's some that are working with teachers in school for independence. The only internships I know outside are the plumber and the church. But I have to go back and look.
Thank you.
Anybody,
Oh, there was one other thing. We had our evacuation drill, both MES and
Oh,
us
yes.
today. It went well. Both of us were, from the time they pulled the alarm to the time we had all of our students accounted for at our evacuation sites was 27 minutes. So
Awesome.
Nice.
I think there was, that was the high school and middle and MES?
Yep, so MES came to Emma Ramsey, and the middle school and the high school went to the Assembly of God Church. So
I think my question is, what happened to the people in the SAU?
They worry about us. too.
We hid under that desk.
Should they be evacuated too?
no, they were not required to evacuate.
No, okay, just curious.
They can hold their
It
own.
took 28.5 minutes for me to get there.
That was your newsletter?
Yeah, that was the other thing.
Yeah, nice.
Bus,
Nice,
bus safety, yep.
Is Miss Johnson still putting that together?
nice job, tell Ms. Johnson, nice job. Mrs. Johnson, a nice job on the newsletter, thank you. Moving on, bus bids from Tim Eldridge. We got 1, 2, 3 bids. Datco Sales and Service of $91,065. Anderson Bluebird Bus Sales of NE is $977,000, and WC Creasy and Sons was $88,539,000. Okay, and then Tim did give a recommendation that we go with W Creasy and Sons for the $88,539. Does the board have any problem with that? If not, I need a motion.
Make a motion.
Paul,
Yep, WC Cressy and Sons bid of $88,539.
do we have any more discussion?
I thought we were holding off on this. Oh, this is
This
for
year.
next, oh, that's for next
That was
year.
for next year,
Okay,
yeah.
This
gotcha,
is this year.
Okay,
So, good
I'm
question.
following along now.
No, you're doing a good job, Tom. Yeah, your question is a good question. So maybe I had the same question too, and I didn't dare ask it. I didn't want to look foolish. Melissa?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye. I said let her look foolish, right?
No, I didn't think that at all about her. Never. Let's see. No question is stupid. Never. Field trip request? And we were gonna go where this time? New York City, I love it.
New York City. It's more a money request than a field trip request.
Oh,
Oh, you want money? Okay, well, it's up to the board.
I think in the past we've given them $1,000.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you're saying, Laura?
Yes. Second.
Wait a minute. This is your pay, or?
Yep. Half of Laura's, half of mine.
Okay, all right. Do we have a place to take it out of?
Yes.
Okay, we're all set. Do I have any more discussion? I would like to know if they go to Trump Tower, though. I'd like to.
Actually, we, in the past when we've left, the last 2 years have gone, we've walked down 6th Ave. I would go in Trump Tower. The kids actually go in there because there's Starbucks up there, and they like to ride the escalators. So
They get
it's
to-
pretty cool.
What do they know?
Ooh. We did have to go through the security last year because he's now president, you know. But
Right.
it was pretty cool. So yes, they do stop there.
Oh, do I have any more discussion? Melissa?
Aye.
All right.
Aye. Aye.
All right. Okay.
Oh, chaperone.
Let's get one. Oh, you want a chaperone?
We'll sign you up for next year.
Okay,
Rooming group, I love 8th graders.
okay, oh, wait, no, that's not even on there.
That's how you want to do it next year.
Okay, we have a request to change our meeting from the 28th to the 27th, which will be a Tuesday from a Wednesday, because someone can't be here that's important. Everybody's
important?
Is that anybody have a problem with that Tuesday?
All right, what's 11:28?
And if we do pick the 27th, I'm gonna have to come down here and reserve it, because right now it's vacant.
Okay.
We can meet here.
I should be fine.
I have no problem with that.
Anybody else?
I can do it.
I'm sorry? You're okay? I'm
You
okay.
can't?
No, sure, yeah.
Okay.
All right. Nate, can you be here?
Yes, I will.
Earl, can you be here the 27th?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So do we want to make that a motion, or,
I'll make a motion that we meet on the 27th instead of the 28th.
and I'll
of
try to get
November.
this spot here and I'll let it be known. Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Oh, Laura?
Can you do 5 for policy also?
Yeah,
I'll have to get back to you. I know I'm in court that day. I just have to see how many cases I have on.
Okay.
So I will send you a message.
let me know, because I'll have to do it for you.
Okay.
If you can, just give me a text. We could get going. If you can look at them beforehand, if you get some input, I could give it for you.
It should be fine. It's not a trial, but I will let you know for sure.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, Melissa?
Aye.
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 All right, moving right along. I'm trying to be like Paul here. D is our grants. I think that's what it's paid, what, 62 and 63?
Oh, are these in addition to the ones that we've already?
These ones we've done already, right?
63 is an increase, so when we gave them it was too low of a bid for the funds, we went back and we were able to do an adjustment, and they approved.
Oh, okay, all right. Okay.
So we all set? Just, is it FYI? We need to accept these?
Just an awareness, right?
Correct, yes.
Okay. All right. All right, moving on, do we want to move on to the other one was 63A, which is the book for the school report. Do we want everything in it?
This every year, the more the merrier for the voter.
Do we want all of these? What about the cover? We gotta pick the color of the cover.
Oh dear.
So,
What?
I can tell you guys voted for purple last year, but they ended up giving us gold again.
Then we're gonna force purple
We're
this
gonna force
time.
purple.
Yeah.
We're not paying if they don't give us purple.
We're gonna make that a motion for purple?
Yes.
Purple.
Paul made that motion for purple?
This is only for,
I'm
this is
seconding
for the,
Annual report,
School
the little booklets.
right, but what about the voter ones? I know we had question about, that's different?
That's different, yeah.
Okay, because we had question about all the warrants.
Did I have a second on that? I was,
That one.
Yeah, that'll come out.
Yes.
sorry, Melissa. So we want purple.
Yes, we do.
Did you get that, Tammy?
Yep.
So we want it in a minute so they know.
Capital
Capital,
letters.
yeah.
Is it
Bold.
MES or
Bold,
new ones
underlined,
this year?
italics.
Okay, Melissa?
Aye.
Top of my head now.
Aye.
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 Okay, now what about the rest of it?
What?
We want all the rest of it?
Yeah, I think we do that every year, right?
Yep.
Do you want a motion on that too? We got that taken care of?
I'll make a motion,
Second.
with the same information.
Okay. So we want everything done there. Okay, Nate?
Yep, sounds good.
All right, any discussion? Melissa?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, moving right along, okay.
Have they started working on the artwork for the books?
They have it, that's actually what I'm emailing right now, just to see where she's at with it.
And then MES also, right?
Yep.
Now, E is, we gotta work on warrant articles. Now,
Another meeting?
Bob,
Yeah.
would you like to say something?
The only thing I wanted to say is that we've got to have it by January 2nd or January 3rd.
January
Because
3rd.
if we don't, we gotta have it before the public hearing, which is 7 days, January 10th. That's the latest we can have it, one of those 2 days. That's the only open spots I have for January,
The second and the third?
the 2nd and the 3rd. I don't, unless you can do it earlier.
Well,
I only have 2 spots in December. And, well, I actually got 4.
Well, what we're gonna try to do is in the month of November, try to get it taken care of as soon as possible. If we can do it in 2 meetings. Maybe if we can't get it done tonight, maybe on the 27th, we can devote the whole board to warrant articles so we can get it done. Is that the board receptive to that?
For the 27th?
The
Yes,
27th.
that makes sense.
That's a great idea.
Let's do-
I think that's what we did
let's
last year.
just- Right, that's what we did last year, and that's what we did, that's what we did with the school budget, and it's all worked out well.
Okay, so is there anything we can get done tonight? I think Paul said he had 4.
Yep.
You want to see what the board thinks?
Maybe.
Whatever we can get done, sure.
That's right, okay. Well,
So the ones I had before were from the budget workshop. We well, obviously the plow truck.
That's
the first one, the pickup.
the
To
black
replace the one with the rusted frame that's yes,
Okay.
the black one with the plow.
plow truck. And did you have a dollar amount on that, Paul?
We do not. I know the
Was it in this
the,
report?
40,000.
it was 40,000 roughly. Is it up to or?
Yeah.
Or, so, yeah, up to 40,000.
Before you can go on, do we want to do that? Well, I mean, we can do the article itself and then get the dollar amount later if you'd like, or you want to wait till the 27th. It doesn't matter to me. You're in charge, the 4 of you.
My question is, are we gonna do a separate warrant article for every vehicle that we're purchasing? Or?
There's only, well, there's a probability of 2, that's it.
Okay, do you want to do this? I'm just, my only concern is if we have, 12, 20 different warrant articles.
I think we're not going to have a lot, are we? I think we're going to have 5, well,
No, I think we're going to have more than we thought in the past
Maybe, yeah.
because of what happened to the default budget.
Yep.
And made changes.
last year we had 9, 8?
9.
That was with the teacher's contract and everything too, though, right?
Not last year.
No, last year, no.
Okay. So I know the 5 I have is the truck, the
Yep.
minivan,
Okay, the minivan. Now, do we have a price on that one, Paul?
negative.
27,000.
27,000?
Say that.
Now, we didn't have enough in the fund?
No.
Okay.
We have 17,000 in the fund.
Yeah, okay, well, it should be in your report. Okay. Number 3, Paul?
Was for the social worker?
Are we doing that?
I think we might want to wait a year on that one.
Okay, that takes that off. One was summer school? I wrote something down for summer school. Was it the summer school in Richmond? What was the summer school one?
No, I think it was a trust fund, to establish a trust fund for summer school.
Okay, that's what it was.
I don't know how that one works. Remember what the wording was on that one?
No, I just know it had come up in discussion and said,
Yeah.
let's put
Well,
it
there
on
was
the board.
worry about there not being monies for it.
Mm.
Through the
So that's
grants.
why we wanted to,
Oh, in
and
case
each
the
year
grants
gets
run
less, right, too?
Yeah.
So that was establishing a trust fund so that we would have monies
In order to do summer school.
in order to do it.
Is that what the board's liking?
Yes. Well, I am. That's part of the board.
Yeah, I agree. Some schools
What
would.
about majority? Did we have a dollar amount that we want to put in that trust fund?
How much does it normally cost for a session? A year? Do you know?
What we went over.
Yeah, if you give me a
Last
second,
year.
I can tell you.
I know we're going to be the agents to
To expend.
expand. What the board wants to do.
It's roughly $40,000 a year.
So I think, do you think 50,000? Just so we would
Bring it up to the board. I have no problem.
have,
Buffer.
what?
Have that little buffer
Yeah.
if we have extra students one summer or inflation.
As long as we explain it right.
The board happy?
Or what is the grant amount normally? I guess would be the other question.
The grants, for that portion is the same amount as roughly the 40,000.
Okay.
Do we want to stay with the 40 or go to the 50? I have no problem.
Or 45?
The thing, I thought is the
42.50.
50,000 only because we've had so many inflation costs that if electricity keeps inflation over the summer, what it's going to cost us, we don't know. So it's better to already have that there. That's my rationale.
I already wrote 50.
And then the secretary has 50, so.
It's 50, it's decided.
Yeah.
All right, okay. Paul?
The last one is the math program.
There's another one too. The book.
Well, that's the last one I had written was the math program.
I know, but the books for the library, 5,000.
Oh, yeah, that's,
We
always
did
do
the
that
library
one,
books, Yep.
That
Me too.
always goes.
But the math program, we were talking about doing a warrant article on it instead of putting it in the budget, so. Those are the ones
Going
I-
back to what Melissa said, we could discuss it further on the 27th, but we might want to look at, as we go on, whether we want to combine 1 and 2.
The truck and the van?
Yeah, I've seen it all ways, you know, sometimes even though.
That would be taking away the 17,000's already in there, right?
Right, Nate?
That'd be offset by the 17,000?
If that's what you choose, yes.
You can, yeah, you can spend the
If
17 in
anything to
the
soften
warrant
it up.
article.
Bring it
I don't
from-
suggest spending the whole 17 though.
Okay, so.
Is it for
10.
repairs also?
I'm thinking-
Remind me.
My thought, Paul, was, let us think about it only because
It is.
I'd hate to
I think
see
it
us
was,
if we, my worry is having too many articles, and then my worry is, on the other side, is if we put them both together and we lose both
Yeah,
vehicles. So
that's my
I'm,
scare.
my thought, so
My
could we table
fear.
that until the next?
Yeah, that's
discussion?
what I thought,
We can-
just give it some thought, but,
The vehicle trust fund is also for repair, so with us not getting that other bus, I don't know that we want to drain that
Mm.
in case we need repairs done.
It's up to the board.
you know, I get,
As
just,
long as the truck is on there, that's what it counts, because that truck is on, it's been on its last leg for 5 years. And they keep patching it and welding it and there's no, I mean,
So-
we need to get another truck.
so we
And that
don't
plows
want
the
to,
roads, The schools.
yeah, Paul's right, we don't want to
So maybe the two, the
put it in a position, we have some prescriptive concern here, so.
more I think, you know what I mean?
Do we have to have the van this year? Is that a must?
He would really like to see it, because there's a couple of them that are really getting old.
Okay.
But the bus, he's not worried about.
Should we speak to him about the van again and see if it's definitely in,
We can
Thing
speak to them in
we
the
need.
meantime.
Yeah,
in the
that's what I
meantime,
mean.
See if it's, I mean.
we have until now till we meet again, so.
27.
Okay.
So we'll talk to him about that again, say, can you go another year without it and see where we are. Also, the sped every year, the sped,
Right.
we're constantly, the special ed, we haven't
Maintenance.
had to go into it, but yet we're working with students right now, right, Jan, with IEPs without going into specifics. And there's always that possibility that we might have to get programs almost as we speak.
No,
So I think we're up to 205 in there, is that what we're up to?
207.
Yeah, so, but it sounds like a lot, but it's not a lot, because there are placements that are more than that for just one, for just one student. I think that is one we definitely want to never not build on that, because we've been pretty fortunate the last couple of years that we haven't gone into it. But I keep repeating myself, but even as we speak, it's pretty difficult. I mean, you know, there's certain needs that students have, and you can only do certain things within the facility, you know, with the resources that we have at the school, but there's certain needs that some of these students have.
Okay, now, do we want to do the 50,000? Take it out of the fund balance?
Yeah, I would say, that's...
What's the board think?
Yes,
That's what it usually is, right?
All right.
yeah, along with the maintenance one,
Okay, how much do we want to do for the maintenance?
the usual you do.
Is it 25, Nate?
Maintenance is getting pretty low. I suggest at least 50.
50,000? The board in agreement on that?
Agreement.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. What else? Okay,
Technology is the other one that we always
how much
The
we
what?
want?
Technology.
Technology.
We want to, go back to the renovate, we want to take that out of the fund balance?
The maintenance,
Yeah,
is that what you're asking?
do we want to take, the education's going to come out of the fund balance?
Yes.
You want to do the other one out of the fund balance?
Yes.
Okay, all right. What was the other one, I'm sorry? I haven't-
Technology.
Technology? What do we want to do on that one?
Jan, what's your thoughts on that one?
25 on that one?
We did 25 last year, guys.
25.
Technology, 25? Now we want that out of the fund balance?
Yes.
Pardon?
I said as much as you can, but again, there's so many that I would say 25 is good.
Okay, all right. Jan has spoken.
Fund
Yeah.
balance.
Out of the fund balance?
Yes,
You want a fund balance, Jan? Okay, fund balance.
I approve her.
You approve? Women stick together, I know they do.
Yeah, I've noticed that, haven't you, Doug?
Yes, I know, I've met a chance, the week off. Now, the other one I want to do is I'd like to have something done about the scoreboard at the softball field. We got a donation of a $3,000 scoreboard, and we're, did you have something, Larry?
That,
Can I let you, I'll let you talk after? I'll finish and then, I'll give you the floor. Sorry, Larry.
What was the school board, what?
We had a donation of a
Scoreboard.
scoreboard, over $3,000 for the softball.
I thought he said school board first too. but-
That's my
This new
fault.
school board coming in, we had a donation.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
like,
my
what?
false teeth, I can't talk. It's a scoreboard, SCORE.
Softball.
What about it?
I need to get it put up, and it's sitting in the
So it
basement
needs-
It
somewhere.
needs to have a ditch dug and electricity run to it and supports, concrete supports.
Sounds like a great
Peg
Eagle
had
Scout
sent us
project.
an email that nobody had seen because we've been at work here with the facilities committee, so.
Is this like the scoreboard?
Yeah.
Yes, I would
Speak.
love, after the outpouring of possible donations for the high school today, including a refrigerator, I am ready to
Put it on Facebook.
put that on Facebook and say, okay, you know, rather than putting a warrant article and costing you money, anybody want to volunteer their time and their services and their,
Maybe if
There.
somebody has a tractor with a nice little backhoe on it to dig the hole.
Well, try that first, but be aware of it.
Looks like
Who are you
looks like that person's agreeable.
So we just have to have the agreement for January 8th, is that when the warrant articles are due?
yeah.
No, I have to let Larry speak. I'm sorry, Larry, go ahead.
that, if I may, this comes partly from the CIP that the planning board is doing, and partly from my observation about the multiple department heads that the town has. You are your own department heads, and you have control of it. And what I hear you talking about is that you should, and Nate has partially done it, reviewed last year's hit list for standard things you want. The year before that, you need a cutoff number for the number of warrants you want to discuss. You need a cutoff number for the maximum dollar amount. You need to have you need to set the list, rank the list. You need to have text of each one reviewed by legal. It should be set up for plug and play so that you have the text of the given warrant in place. You need to determine if you're talking about sale, lease, or used. You need for that truck particularly, you need a good, bad picture. And you need to determine who is going to be on point to present the warrant for the public hearing. That's-
Okay, now, okay, you all set, Larry?
Yes, thank you.
Now, were we gonna do the math books as a warrant article?
Well, we had talked
We
about
had
it.
talked about it.
Okay,
Took
well,
it off his budget, we were gonna put it on the warrant article.
well, we need to- well, right now, that'd probably give us 11 warrant articles, because you gotta do the budget, you gotta do the teacher's contract, and the math book, it would be 11. What was the 12th one? What did I leave out?
Well, I have the plow truck, the minivan, social worker with question
No,
marks.
social worker.
No, we
Oh,
Okay,
took
that's
it.
off, all right, then.
All right,
You're
that's all right.
right.
You was thinking there.
4,
I got 11 right now.
6,
Okay, Doug,
7,
why don't you read what you have?
9,
Well, I have the
yeah.
plow truck for 40, the minivan for 27,000, summer school, Tammy wants 50. Okay, the library for 4, the ball field peg will, maybe that'll come off, and the special ed be 50, renovation repair, we want 50, tech, we want 25,000, that was Jan. The budget, teacher's contract, and the math books. Right now, we have 11.
No, I think you took one or two off.
The other
that's
one was
right.
just a social
Is
worker.
that still
That's right.
11?
11.
11 with,
Yeah.
without the caseworker, without the softball field.
No,
mean,
softball is 11.
Yep.
The softball,
Is in there for 11.
now how much will that be?
I don't, how good do you think I am, Earl?
Okay. No, but I'm just saying,
It's 11 warrant articles. If Peg takes care of 5.
pardon me?
If Peg takes care of 5, that'll be 10.
Yeah, it takes care of the ball field.
That's what I'm saying.
That'd be 10 warrant articles, and that's perfect.
Perfect, yeah.
That's like 10 and
That's why I was
No.
trying to say, let's take care of the ball field
I prefer
without it
5.
being included on your magic 11 there.
Well, hopefully
Nate's got
people
his
will
hand up over there.
respond.
He's jumping up
Did
and
you
down.
mention or include the election of officers?
Yeah, I think we decided to make some changes in there.
Oh, yes,
The school,
for 2 years.
school clerk.
And the moderator would be nice too.
Oh, it's getting bigger.
Well, can't you just make that one? Or
No, it's gonna be, I think,
has to be separate?
Well, it's a list, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, that's just kind of a non,
It's just
Moderator and clerk, you're looking for how many? 2 years?
2 years.
yeah, you're right.
Every year now.
Huh?
Yeah, that's a pain.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that makes us 13 now, but 12 if Peg takes care of that other one.
But really, you're talking about the ones that they're going to vote on.
Put the easy ones at the end, it don't cost them any money.
Yeah. All right. So,
Well, that-
so what the board has to think about is we can redo those so they have the list.
In by order,
They'll revisit whether
on the 27th.
the plow truck or the van, you want to keep it or you want to embed them. And that would really be it. Now, I know I've always concurred with Paul on the amount of them that we've had. I've never
We
been a
can't-
big believer in them. What do you think, Paul? Do you think we'll be okay with this?
I mean, the last two are non-monetary. You know what I mean? So, I mean, there's some up for debate, you know.
Last 3.
Huh?
How many
Last
of
three,
them?
The last 3.
How many of them involve a tax increase, and how many of them are coming from the fund balance?
Plow truck,
All but three,
minivan,
right?
summer school, library, possibly the ball field.
teacher contracts.
Yeah, math books, and that's it. The other three are coming out of the fund balance.
So 3.
But if we negate the ball field, then we're talking 5.
Nate's jumping up and down again. Let's see what Nate,
I need clarification. You said 4,000 for library books?
5.
Five.
He
I
said,
thought-
No, he
he
said
was saying
that
it
4
was
was
number
number 4 warrant
I
article.
heard
Yeah.
4,000 too, so.
Okay.
he was saying that was his number 4.
Yeah.
I saw his paper. I was gonna correct him too.
X-ray vision, we're gonna get X-ray
What
vision.
did we have before that? Plow truck, minivan, something like.
Summer school.
Summer school.
Summer school.
6 is special ed, 7 is renovation for 50, tech is 25,000, 9 is budget. Keep going, you, everybody else.
I think I
Well,
got
it's-
this. I just missed that one.
Summer school would be out of the fund balance
Yep.
also.
Could be if you want it out of 5, no problem with that. I'll-
Yeah, because that's still being paid for now, right?
We believe we'll be able to pay for it, yes.
So that would start a fund, leftover fund balance money. I think I would prefer that,
I'm
out of the
sorry,
fund balance,
on which one?
summer school.
I have no
Summer
problem with that. We'll do it. I'll circle that one then for fund balance.
Do you think we should try to do one of the vehicles out of the fund balance?
Which one, the we least want? You're gonna have, what, 1, 2, that's gonna be 4 out of the fund balance.
Or
And it's gonna be 25, 50, 50, and 50. It's gonna be $175,000.
How many we can have this for next time. How many did we take out of the fund balance this last time?
4. We had sped, maintenance, technology, and we did one for the bus.
No, also the software,
That wasn't out of the
Your
fund
office.
balance, though.
what was that?
Oh,
at?
wait, I'm sorry, it was on the fund balance.
It was.
But that was out of the other fund balance.
No.
No, it was this fund balance.
Or was it?
Yeah.
No,
The
that's the one that's
the software, was it
Yep.
at about
It
25,000?
was
for
31,000.
the SAU.
31.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That came from the SAU fund balance, didn't it?
No,
It didn't.
No.
no, we
Why
had a
didn't it?
vote on it. the taxpayers had.
I know they had to vote on it, but why wasn't it taken from the SAU fund?
Because
at that
they,
point-
Nate looked into it and he couldn't,
Okay,
right?
all right, that's a good answer, Nate. Accept it. Okay. Anything else?
So that's what Nate will have for you when we come back. How many warrant articles we had last year? How many of it came out of the fund balance? So how many did we have last year?
Do you want to pull up the thing on Facebook?
Yeah.
I think there were 10.
I didn't bring my book.
I think there were 10.
We had election of officers,
keeps asking.
we had operating budget,
He keeps asking.
the library,
Didn't bring it.
books.
Yeah. I think mine might be up.
Isn't there going to be a warrant article too saying if the teachers come?
Yeah. There'll be one on,
noise.
there'll be one on the contract.
Yes.
Yeah,
Not the second
That's
one.
in there. It's one of my
Yes.
numbers.
yeah.
9.
Yes, no.
No,
We'll
9
talk
was
about that.
budget,
Okay.
10 was teacher's
So
contract.
we're not doing a fund balance for
Oh,
the
I
school
didn't have
bus?
ball field, sorry.
No.
What?
Okay.
Nothing, we're good.
That might be takeout though.
So,
Well,
go ahead.
I'll go back to, if we take too much out of the fund balance and something happens, not having that buffer. Now, especially with the buses, because Tim has talked to us, he runs the big buses to over 300,000 miles on each one. The small buses, he's running them into the, you know what I mean? We're not buying new ones every other year. The plow truck is something that's been run into the ground. So if something happens and we don't have any extra money, we only have $10,000 for repairs, I don't want to take too much out of the general fund if we don't know what's going to happen down the road and something comes up. So I think people need, if we educate the public as to how prudent we have been about running these different trucks down to where we can't even drive them anymore, we're not spending the money frivolously, and I think we're better off doing
And that
that.
should be the, well, and we usually do that. We do the proper question of would you like to, and then underneath it, we usually write, look, this truck is a 2003, it's got 7 billion miles on it, the frames are rotted out. So you do the reason why we put it on there,
Exactly.
after we get
How many
the
were
political
there?
jargon out of the way. We do the actual reason why we're
Okay.
asking for it.
I just think that makes more sense,
Mhm.
educating them.
Everyone should have a paragraph under it why we're doing what we're doing.
Correct.
So what we need to do, maybe we can, I don't know if I can do it, get Kathy to type this up?
Yeah, you
Was
have,
Article
you
two-
No,
have
wait.
information from Laura.
No,
so it was article, we had 9 articles last
no,
year.
let me
9, okay.
finish what I'm saying. Get this typed up, send it to the whole board member by the 27th, get your books out for last year. We know which ones have to be first, we know we gotta prioritize them, so we come back in the 27th, have it all done, we are on our way.
So it's
So that was fund balance, fund balance, fund
We
balance,
did it last year.
fund balance. And that was just changing the wording. On number 9 was just changing the wording to add maintenance vehicles
I did
to,
it, I wonder if it passed.
and
or
that
not.
did not
It did
pass.
pass.
Did it pass?
no,
No.
No, I didn't
it
think
had to be
it did.
2/3 vote.
Right.
So it didn't pass. So 8, asking for money, right? And then 1 was just a wording change last year.
Oh, you can get them on
But
prioritize.
some of them
Yep.
came out of the fund balance.
Yeah,
That's not fair, you're ahead of everybody.
It was software,
Software,
maintenance,
the
special ed,
books.
technology, and bus.
yep, 1, 2, 3, 5
Hmm.
came out of the fund balance.
So it's-
Did you say 5?
it was
Yeah, that's what.
1, 2, 3, 4, I think we're gonna, what, 4 this time? Fund balance.
Yep.
And there was 5 last year.
Sounds like we're gonna be pretty close here.
Yeah.
A lot more close than we had thought when we started.
Is that okay, Bob? We're doing good?
Yep, doing fine. Just so long as we can get that by
We're
the
doing good, Larry?
That right now, the select board has taken $500,000 out of the $2 million town general fund.
Yeah,
Um,
bring down the tax rate.
And the monies for, the nickel and dime monies from the zoning board, from the planning board, and to some degree, income to the town goes into the general fund. So if your of balance going back to the town is at zero, it will have little effect on the $1.5 million that the town still retains in its own general fund. So the worst thing that will happen to you from one perspective is that you will have 37 cents to give back to the general fund, but you will also have the bargaining chip that you absolutely did nothing for the present taxes. You paid everything out of your own income.
How can we do that?
So maybe we should put something in the bus fund.
Paul?
So I just want to run this by and see if this is kosher, from what I remember from last year. Number 1 was a budget, 2 was a contract, well, prior years. 3 was, those are the 2 that always come first. The next ones are all ones that the taxpayers have to pay. Plow truck, minivan, library, math books, or the math program. And then the rest of fund balance leftovers.
Did special ed.
Special ed first. Yep. Renovation repair second, tech third, summer school fourth, and then the 2-year changeover for the positions.
Laura?
So that gives us 12 total.
So last year's Article 3 was library books. So if you want to have that one, and then the fund balances were in order of importance. So
That's
if
why
we
we
had,
just did that.
right,
Yeah, we did special ed, renovation repair, tech, and then summer school.
right,
In that
and
order.
then the ones that don't matter.
So dig out your
Order
books from
changes.
last year. And I'll see if somebody can send us to you. And we'll be ready to rock and roll on the 27th.
Yeah.
I think we are ready to rock and roll right now.
I think we are.
Nate's jumping again.
I want to hear
Go ahead, Nate.
He's ready.
So what do you need from me for the next meeting? Do you want the language or not?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you know what we need. So if you got you're right.
Some of them we can just copy and paste, obviously.
That's what I usually do.
Yeah.
But now we have to figure out the one for the truck and all that, so. And the school, the math program, are we set with that? I
Yeah.
know we were kind of hovering.
Yeah, let's put that. Yeah.
My only
Am I doing
question
this-
is money on that
Am I
one.
doing the school board as well?
Put it down there. Just roughly put it down, and then Peg can pull it off. We'll give that a girl. We'll give her a sticker for a change.
Yeah.
I might know an electrician that might do it for us.
All right.
I keep thinking he's.
Yeah, we all set on this?
Board too.
Bob?
Just, my only concern is getting the teacher's contract, because that's gonna take a while for us to sit down and really go over it.
We can't talk about that
I
right
know you
now.
can't, but the
We'll
thing
meet
is,
tomorrow night. Tomorrow.
the 3rd is, like I said, that's our last shot at it. Okay, and like I say, that looks like the only one that's gonna be could be a long one, depending. And once that is done, and everything's in place, we'll be ready to go at 6 o'clock, January 10th.
We will work on that other one for you, Bob. We
Okay,
promise.
but that's the
Don't
one I
you?
guess I'm pretty concerned. The rest of this is
Don't you
pretty
promise,
much
Peg?
normal, but.
Oh, I
that
promise.
Teacher's contract, so
Okay.
everybody's gonna wanna
I don't
talk
think you
about
can
that.
speak for
They lost.
them.
That was it. That's
Did we
it.
decide on a date for
We're,
going to them?
yeah, we had talked about January 2,
Yeah.
and if it snows, going on January 3rd.
Yeah.
The snow date.
Tuesday and Wednesday.
Is that okay with you?
Okay,
The
Wednesday,
board perceptive of that?
Wednesday, Thursday.
that one's correct. Let me
I'm
get
sorry,
January-
Wednesday,
Thursday.
Shoot for January 2nd,
Okay.
and then the snow date is January 3rd.
Yes.
Okay,
That's what I'm saying.
I'll check on the room.
And then what the board has indicated, they've already done a lot of legwork. Next time we meet, we'll get all of it written up in the correct wordage and so forth, and we could conceivably have it just like we did the last time. They got you the school budget, you brought back questions, so we could begin that process early on of getting the stuff to you,
Yep.
getting the warrant articles to you, and the only one that might come, as you said, would be the contract.
Yeah.
Okay, does the board,
I'm gonna go and schedule this tomorrow.
okay, I'll make a motion that we tentatively schedule for January 2nd, and we use January 3rd, Tuesday, that's a Wednesday, I'm sorry, the 2nd. We use January the 3rd, the Thursday, for the snow date, to bring warrant articles to the budget committee. Do we have a second?
Second.
Oh, she got it.
Doug and Peg. Is there any more discussion? Melissa?
Aye.
Aye.
So we all can be there on those 2 dates of Sunday.
I'll be
Unless we
there.
get blizzard in.
Even though I haven't.
Then we'll meet on Saturday.
Saturday morning, we'll have coffee.
We'll have coffee and donuts.
Yep.
Sounds good to me. Let's do
right.
that
Come
anyway.
around with this.
In Peg's house.
Everybody
Peg's
else.
gonna cook for
We
us.
can't do that at somebody's house.
We'll
Public
hang
has to
out
be
with
invited.
Eddie.
Oh, we'll just open the windows. Let them-
Okay, good job, everybody. We have homework to do for the 27th, I know. Don't forget, November the 27th. Okay, and that, I'll take care of that tomorrow. Come right down and, it looks like it's open, 27th. Any other school board business before I move on to old business? No? Oh, Nate has some. Time you can jump up and down. You want to explain it, Nate?
I sent an email out to everyone about coming into the office to sign an affidavit for the state grants that we're getting. In order to receive those funds, we have to have the whole school board sign. And it just wasn't working, but luckily Tammy is a notary, and that's what will fill
I'm
this up.
also a notary.
Are you? Good to know. So,
So you want us
so we
to,
can start bringing it here, and instead of you guys having to go to the office, we'll just do it here.
does she need to watch me sign this?
Yes, she does.
You want to,
Especially you, Doug.
Yes.
I'm watching.
I asked him for his ID too.
Oh, no, I
What happened to the one that I signed?
I'm Donald Trump.
Jesus.
So I'll just do it
I'm standing back.
There's any credibility.
You want my
Yeah.
ID, because I got it here.
No, I know you are.
Okay.
Actually,
Do you though?
Earl, you
My
and
wife does it.
Really, right?
My wife does
Okay.
it. Oh, yeah.
We'll sign it now.
We're all
You
gonna sign right now.
want to go that
Gotta be
way?
in front of you.
That pen's erasable.
It's not.
That's an erasable pen?
No, you can't
How
erase
about
this.
Bob and Larry?
I'll
Yeah,
try the
that's
same
fine.
one.
Can't find ID and our audit, sure.
That was the question.
You're in trouble.
Sorry, honey. Guess you can starve.
Larry Jan will tell you, we're working
Needs to be
with
Margaret, not
a
Peg.
fellow on PDP, on our professional development,
Sign it, Margaret.
Pagan last
who
night.
comes from Nanuet.
I hate when they call the pagan.
He's about our age.
Who comes from Nanuet?
Jan, I was telling Larry that we're working with somebody from Nanuet.
And this will be a
He wants to be there.
Nanuet. no
regular
longer
occurrence to
exists.
these grants.
In New
But I'll
York.
give you a heads up.
It's been swallowed. That's for
Just bring with it all the
No
time.
way.
What? Do you need our IDs?
No, I know who you are.
You sure?
I'm positive. I'm positive.
You gotta use this pen.
Oh, okay.
You want my credit card?
Oh, I don't know you.
Yeah.
Just maxed it out today, one of them.
Uh-oh.
Fucking that stove. Yeah, no pellet stove.
Got a wife.
Yeah.
You got
Everyone
a-
does.
I'm a Harmon.
Hey, a dear friend of the board does have a backup.
Awesome, thanks everyone.
So I think we need
Can I get my pen back though?
Where'd this pen come from?
I'm gonna jump up on that.
Oh, can I see that? I want to watch that one.
Can't raise the income. Okay. So we all set on that? Nate,
Thank you.
you all done jumping up and down?
Yeah.
All right, okay, moving on. Nothing else under school board business? Old business, anybody?
No, just
Anybody? Okay. Committee and board member reports?
The only thing I have is, I think the school board did a great job last night presenting to the budget committee. I don't know if the other two members out in the audience felt the same way, but very well prepared. Nate did a very good job today answering the last questions that came up yesterday. So, I commend the school board.
Paul, I think you have something for us.
Yeah, for the, we talked about, one of the things we talked about at facilities was the capital improvement projects. One of the things we had was, there's like a top 5 list that we had come up with. One of the things on the list was the pickup truck with a snow plow. We kind of made a decision, we'd like to bring before the board, obviously, now we've talked about it, moving the snow plow to a warrant article. And using these on the capital improvement projects. Fire alarm engineering and design, fire alarm installation, elementary air handler design and replacement. So we were talking about for 2021, right? Putting the two engineering design projects together into one item and then separating out the fire alarm installation, elementary air handler, in different bits and pieces as we go forward.
And I think the reason we did that because with our last payment for the school will be August.
August 20.
August of 20, so then we'll have a little bit of freedom. We're not gonna burden the
$270,000.
taxpayers with this before that's done.
So there'll be less burden on them.
Yep. So that was the main part of the whole meeting was
And we-
capital improvement stuff.
We can get you that list.
Yeah.
Yep.
Maybe Kathy could send it to them.
Yep. So that's it.
Anybody else have anything? All right, the best part of the night. Public comments.
Larry's speechless.
Larry said he's going to let us use his
Oh, he's gonna
backhoe. I
give me
heard
the
it.
break first.
Oh, he's gonna let you go? What do you got, Bob?
I think the budget committee did an excellent job. A lot of these questions were very good, and the answers we got back was very, very good. And Nate, who sent us the updates, right even up to the meeting, and then also the answers that we asked that last night, we got them today. So I think an excellent job. We were well informed. The booklet was great. There was a lot of information in there. And again, the committee responded by approving the budget because the questions were answered in a timely manner. I mean, no hesitation. People came right up and asked, give us the answers.
But Paul did have a good suggestion that we put all the kids that we're sending out in special schools be in that list, not their names, just where they are in this in the system. Should be in that also. That was Paul's idea.
I commend on that too, that like while I was at work today, boom, we got the email from Nate immediately on how much tech we have in the, that's why the budgets get passed. So, I mean, Nate, a lot of numbers, man. I'd be a heavy drinker if I had your job.
But I'll give credit. You put the number of students we had in different areas and where they were. That information was great. You know, like you had it broken down, and it was a lot easier this time. Like I said, the questions that the committee asked were pretty gosh darn good. And the answers you gave, you gave the answers, and there's not much you can refute on that.
Bob, thank you. That brought up another thing. I've been telling you we did a student enrollment projection 2013 and 2014, and I did find my report. So I'll give a copy to Earl, and if you all would like a copy of it, we can have it made and given to you. But then you can all see what our projections are all the way out to...
So are we on target?
Pretty close, pretty close.
Under or over?
Well, what's this year? I'm just gonna find it.
These
18, 19.
18, 19.
What's our number? Oh, wait a minute.
It's 594 and there was 60.
No, maybe I don't have it. No, maybe I don't.
Is it on that? It's on there, isn't it?
It's in here, 598.
Yeah.
Minus the 58.
Oh, no, I don't think we are.
Uh-oh.
Might be off. Well, I'll pass that to Earl. He'll have responsibility to get it all out to you with the rest of you.
I would look first.
That
Yeah, of
cost
course.
us, the time that was done, that cost us, I think, $600, if I remember right.
Doug,
I'm sorry.
I wanted to point out
64.
that in order for the school budget meetings to go forward, we've had some great help, because Nate, with
584.
his plans and putting everything together.
You're right there.
We've had
Oh, yeah,
Jan
550
and Melissa Jean and John show up and able to answer questions
If you count.
off the top of their heads, so without them, we couldn't have put together a presentation to you. We're just very fortunate to have great people working in our school system.
I don't think we would be where we are if it wasn't for all of you. Everybody. And I don't mean the administration, the staff, and everybody, and then this board, and you and our secretary. If you can take good minutes, they wouldn't get the message. I think you've all done a good job, and thank you, all of you. Everybody.
Including the governance.
Keeps losing his hair, though.
Now we have the Larry Brown manage.
Oh, Larry, I'm sorry, Larry, I cut you off.
I will. Is that the report that has the population of the town going up by about 1,000 over a 20-year period?
No.
Different report, okay. In some of the questions of the budget committee, those who are newer to it, the problems that you have in reporting the activities of a social worker or psychologist split among the elementary, middle, or high school, and the lack of familiarity with the different task masters that you have to report to. A blurb covering that, saying that we are responsible to the federal government for compliance on this, we are responsible to the state education department on this, and we are responsible to the education of our students for certification and expertise in the following fields for these non-teaching professionals. That might, set some of the questions to rest.
The other question I got, Bob, would your budget committee like that report too?
Yes, send it
Would
to
you
me.
have to, can we do that also, Earl? Give them copies to them?
So how many do we need? How many copies?
I think the whole board's gonna want a copy.
Yeah.
In the whole budget committee?
I can make the copies. I just need the email. If you can send it to me, email, I can put it on.
Okay.
I have access to a printer.
So counting these, we're right on.
Mm-hmm.
We're over by 10. If we count the homeschoolers.
I don't know if homeschoolers are on that or not yet.
Yeah.
Look,
I don't think they are, but if we counted them, then
I
we're
got it.
over by
I
10.
got it.
If we didn't count them, then we're off by.
I'm sorry.
After everything we did with that softball field, we should be able to get that last part donated. That entire field was built basically through donations. So we should be able to
Exactly.
donate it.
I just need to know
And that kind of thing,
if Mr., what was his name, Mr. Brown out in the audience?
Mr. Brown would like to donate the use of his backhoe.
Would he? Okay, excellent.
And I even have a trailer, I can tow it over
That's
there
what they
for
were
you.
just talking
He likes
about.
to
I heard
dig
him talking
holes.
about it.
That backhoe is older than
But
at
it-
least one person.
It works.
So is Need
I've
High
seen you
School, so
use
it's
it.
perfect.
Well, all you need,
So is the elementary school.
well, all you need is a post hole digger, don't you?
Well, you gotta run the wire to
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, that's right.
gotta
the
Yeah.
scoreboard.
Oh, you're right.
It's back
Yeah.
of the school.
Yeah.
I'm
Pardon?
sorry?
I think it's from the back of the school.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bob found where the connection would be.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, all
Then
right.
you gotta run it along the field to wherever the scoreboard's going, so you can see it from both bleachers.
Anyone listening would like to donate their services?
Yes.
Please.
Electricians, we have a backhoe. What, we have a backhoe,
Would
we're
you like to?
pleading to the audience.
I have an auger.
Yeah,
Perfect.
post hole
Even-
digger,
I-
perfect.
Auger, backhoe, auger.
Site work's done, now we just need electrical work.
And I even said I have a trailer to pull his tractor over there.
610.
We have a trailer to pull the backhoe. Let's see, what else?
I
Posts.
can cook.
All
I'll feed you
right.
afterwards.
That's it.
I'll come down and lean on a shovel.
Okay,
Let's move on. Is that it for public comments?
I do
'Cause I
believe.
think we're doing pretty good. I'm almost as good as you tonight, both.
make a motion.
I need
You're doing
a
good, Doug.
motion to go to non.
Well, it's not.
You're my mentor now.
I'll make a motion to go into non-public.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Oh, God.
ML? Okay, ML.
IMO.
Laura.
Okay, Melissa?
Aye.
Steer eye.
Aye.
Aye.
Laura, I.
Okay, that'll be under 91A, 32A, B, and C.